Have you found yourself holding on to an investment a bit longer than you would like, to the point where you actually made a good amount of money and then you watched it go all the way back down to nothing, and or even worse, losing money? Well, let's talk about great times to possibly take profits. We're going to be using Bitcoin Cash as an example for this one. And yes, this is a crypto, so it is not a stock. Stock market works a little bit differently because stocks usually just go up. But when you're looking at crypto, remember, this is a momentum driven asset. There's no profit share, there's no how well they're performing, there's none of that. This is a momentum driven asset in which if you do not take profits, you run the risk of losing it all. Keep that in mind every time you invest, and it might help you out. Anyways, now looking at this on the weekly, we're going to just so far look at where prices change directions. So you can see right here, you can see price came down, price bounced, came up. Then over here, you can see price came down, price went straight up, came down, use it as resistance, came down. Anyways, you do have a little pocket here. Guess what I'm about to say? That little pocket right there, if you're below it and you're working your way up, probably a great time to take a little bit of profits. What do I mean by that? So let's say you were accumulating in the bear market. You were accumulating your little heart out. You were enjoying just jumping in there, buying it up with thoughts of glory, how much money you're going to make into the future. Now, one really good idea that you would have in mind is, from the previous cycle, where did you find a lot of resistance? So from there, you're also going to find out where are your support levels. So you can see right here, you found support and you found resistance back here. So you have another pocket of support and resistance. So this might be an opportunity in which you would try to buy back in, or you just wait and see what happens. Then another area is right here, where you did find support back in the olden days, but then you also found resistance back here. You have found some support slash resistance, and it was resistance as well. And then of course we're just going to put this level down here, because that is the only level we're going to care about if you are accumulating in this lower area here. Because simply put, if it goes below $74.45, you want nothing to do with it. You want nothing at all, because you're thinking it's going to go to zero. So you just, maybe you mark that out on your chart and you're like, hey, if it goes below there, I don't want anything to do with it. However, I saw that it came into the zone once before. If it ever comes in the zone again, I want to buy as much as I can, because your idea is that you're possibly going to make a, what is this? A 2,120% gain. So you're going to want to accumulate as much as you can in this low area as possible, just like we discussed in the dollar cost average video, as well as don't become exit liquidity. But on your way up, you will find levels of resistance based off previous resistances and supports in the past. So naturally, you're going to think of those areas as profit-taking levels. So looking at this, I already drew up all the lines. You got to see it here on the video. What I would do personally, if I was accumulating in this low range here, my first profit-taking level would have been right here. So it would have been 176% gain, but considering that's my first profit-taking level, I'm expecting it to find resistance and then come down, hit support, and then start moving up again. So whatever profits I took here, I would more than likely use to buy back in on a dip. If it continued up and it came down, well, I'd just buy that dip instead. But anyways, second profit taking level, if I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't care too much about this low here, because you spent such little time here. Not very much time there. You used it as resistance probably twice, but let's just say you decided, yeah, you know what, that would be a great second profit taking area. You're still gaining about 310%, and that is giving you a lot of opportunity to buy back in. But note it, let's just say you skipped the first one, you waited for the 310, great. Now you would be waiting for a back test of former support, which luckily we got that back test. But in reality, because of this move here, I would be looking at, okay, once we hit this level of resistance, use support, I would more likely want to take profit anywhere between 635 and 720. If 720 didn't hit and it started to come down, I would take profit anywhere up here, or if you broke below 335 or 635, then I would be taking profit. And then I would be waiting for when the price came back up or found support, something like that. You could end up putting it back in, or you could DCA into a new project, because crypto is fantastic at bringing up brand new projects that outperform almost anything. But let's just say you decided, hey, you know what? I'm just going to hold until there's a major breakout area. So accumulating down here is fantastic. Your major breakout area is right up here. You know you're going to find heavy resistance at a major breakout area. Meaning you got a lot of trading action in here, but then it looks like you just have blow off tops. As soon as you break that level, fantastic place to take profit. And once you take your profit, once again, either DCA into new projects, enjoy some of that money, or simply reinvest it back in the project if you believe in it, but wait for a pullback. Pullbacks will happen. Another thing you can do is you can go from the previous all-time high, and then you already understand you will probably see a lower high first before you see higher levels. So you can actually draw a line from that previous high to your new high. And then once you get that breakout, you understand, oh, this price is about to more than likely go crazy. So all your DCAing is fine. Great. Now you have different targets for profit taking levels. Great target for Bitcoin Cash here for a profit taking level would be something around $1,432. And this is where a very wonderful tool comes in handy. This tool, it's called the trend-based fib extension. So the trend-based fib extension, this is basing it all off of the trend. So you can use this on lower time frames as well, but using it on a large time frame, it does do wonders. So you actually go from your low to your high, and then you bring it down to your new lows, and then you can see where your fib retracements are. So what you generally will see is a 50% retrace. So from low to high to low, your 50% retrace is sitting here at $869. There are some people who will utilize the fib retracements as areas of taking profit. Currently, Bitcoin Cash at its highest point, it only tested its 382. That is 0.382 of the 100% move that it made previously. So that means you still have a lot left in the tank here for it to just get back to those highs. So right now you're looking at the idea of, okay, maybe I'm going to take profit at the 5.0, or I'm going to take profit at the 618. This little yellow area, very common places for price to turn around. You get nice little trend reversals, you get pullbacks, you get things like that. You'll see it a lot more on on lower time frames, but on the higher time frames it still works. So let's just say you wanted to wait till you got the 50% retrace. From the bottom, you would be looking at 678%, and at that point you would be actually looking at, will you hold 720 as support or not? Either way, at that point in time, you have made 678%, which is positive. So that is one way you can start to cycle yourself out of these tokens while you're making gains. A lot of other people, they'll wait for the 786, which is all the way up here. You would be looking at a 10x from when you first started accumulating this token down in the bear market. Now, what I personally do is I have several different profit-taking levels. For me, what I do is my first profit-taking level would be this right here at this 188% upside. My second profit-taking level, simply put, would have been this right here at a 552. I would have sold off half of my tokens right here, and then I would have sold off on whatever was left, half of that. If it breaks that 720, awesome. If not, I don't care, because I already took out 3/4 of my initial investment from these lows. And now I just have what's referred to as a moon bag, and I'm just sitting here waiting to see how high will it go. Because if we have an amazing bull run, we might see Bitcoin Cash get somewhere up around like 4,188, 5,754. It might be amazing. Either way, I took most of my profits down here in the lowest area. I understand some people are like, but you could have held it the whole time. Yeah, that's what everyone around here thought. Because of previous bull run over here, they thought your highs in 2021 was going to match that. It didn't. So it would have been a little better if you took some profits on the way up. I already understand. Some people are going to be like, well, it's worth the wait. I don't think so. I don't want to diamond hand it all the way to the bottom, but it's your prerogative. I'm just telling you my methods here. Now, if you were to hold, let's say, 1,000 tokens, then at that 188%, you would now only hold 500. If you got up to this 720, now you would only be holding 250 tokens. But noted, that is 250 tokens at $720. I think you're doing all right. I think you're doing okay at that point. And you would still be waiting for this profit anywhere between like 256 to a 470% rise. Maybe it gets wild and crazy and you get another 685% out of it. But using this fib tool, it gives you a good idea of where prices can actually turn around. Alright, that is what I have to say about when it's a good time to take profits. In my opinion, it's never financial advice. If you guys do like this style of video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, we go live every single day, and we do look at trade setups. We look at opportunities to get into trades, and of course, we have a Discord link down below where you can ask me any questions you want whenever I'm not streaming. Also, the comment section, really great place to ask questions or request charts. Anyways. Hopefully this all helps you out, and hopefully you're not diamond handing all the way into the next bear market, because I do believe the crypto space is the place to make the most life-changing wealth at this moment in time. But you know what? Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Other than that, if you need an exchange to be able to facilitate some trading on, and you happen to not want any KYC or require a VPN that happens to be USA friendly, we are also affiliated with Buy DeFi, where they have 10% deposit bonuses. So you actually get like a 10% bonus based off whatever you're depositing. They have daily bonuses, they have all that. And then you also have Weeks. Weeks is a great platform where they have great deposit bonuses, daily wheel spins. You also have trading competitions, tons of different smaller tokens that you can invest into. It's a great platform to be in, both of them actually. So if you guys want to jump in there, there are links down below. Please join the community. Trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and other than that, I'll catch you in the next one, or I'll catch you in the live stream. Take it easy. Hopefully this helps you out.